of the midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85.
Take a real Chicago, you can smell it in the air. There's a hungry team called Soldier Field going nuts, jumping out their chair. Teams rather be anywhere but here. We don't care if it's below zero. Let it tumble for the snow, we still gon' break roads. If we win the point flip, we choosing to kick. Cause we gotta do this, that love to hit. Polarize the link with our smash mouth D's. Slicing up teams like Mike Singletary. Forever repping the seat, making Papa Bear proud. Giving Chicago something to shout about.
We the Bears, monsters of the
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Paper Grizzly Show. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Baron. You got Grant in the building. Guys, we took a little 3-week vacation off, and now we're back better than ever, ready to go because the Bears minicamp just happened. It was June 9th through 11th. So I thought we should come in, break that down. Let's talk about all the players that are doing great things. I am so excited by this team. I am also worried about what we've doing and the lack of big moves. And I got questions for you guys. So I cannot wait to talk about these things. So what do you guys see? Is there anything that you saw during this minicamp or any of the moves that we've had since our time off that you want to lead off the show with before I get into minicamp specifically? What up, Alec?
Screw the Browns. Screw the Browns. Screw the Browns. Yeah.
Bro, the Rams got so much better. And we have to understand that if that team that we played last year is
you add Myles Garrett to that, oh my God.
The best defensive player in the NFL in this last decade. And because you bring him in,
there's a possibility
you could get the previous one.
There is no doubt that Aaron Donald's going to play sometime. It's the Super Bowl's in LA, right? Yep. He has a team that should have won last year. You add Myles Garrett, you might have a chance at the greatest defensive team since the 85 Bears. Like literally.
You took
2000 Ravens.
You took the top two cornerbacks from Kansas City. You took the top two cornerbacks from Kansas City. You added pretty much the best defensive player, and you had a chance to get your best old defensive player back.
The greatest defensive tackle that we've had in the modern era since Warren Sapp, probably. All that stuff.
And the thing is, too, their defense was good last year without those two guys.
Yep.
Their defense was good.
Three guys.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like now the NFC is going to roll through LA, and it's like they're the favorite without question.
Does this push the Bears' hand? You have to do something, or do you think Poles is just the type of guy that just sits back and wait, lets it happen, lets it ride?
From a fan's perspective, you got to do something. If you have Super Bowl aspirations this year, you have to do something. Now, if you're still trying to save, draft capital, and you're still trying, which I think Poles is a very calculated individual. Mm-hmm. He's not going to jump out at you and be like, "Okay, we got to make a move now." I think he's very calculated. He's going to see the market. He's going to probably gauge the market, see what we do mid-season. I think he doesn't make a trade until if we're in the race mid-season. That's my feel. Mm-hmm. Anything could happen, and I know, Brian, you told me some things, behind the scenes about what could happen. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I think as of right now, Poles is very calculated. He's not going to make a splash move unless something comes up.
He's looking for a homegrown guy. Poles is looking for one of our guys to grow up, be a homegrown superstar, and that's going to change everything for this team because they know they have to pay Caleb.
Yeah, because they know they can't do what the Rams do, which parents like, okay,
first round picks. We don't need first round picks.
Yeah,
right.
We already have all talent. We're LA. We're going to get talent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree. I know. I mean, LA is different than Chicago. That's just facts. Whatever. So, on the scale of 1 to 10, how bad can y'all whoop my ass?
2 for me. 2.
Solid 9.5 probably.
I'm old. I'm old. Yeah, I'm a big dude, and I can fight, but I'm old. So there's no whooping, nothing. If I don't knock you out the first 2 hits, it's over.
Yeah, for me,
Now, True Pilgrim.
I'm
What up, bear down?
Yeah.
You got True Pilgrim in the building, always doing big things.
Messi is the GOAT.
I don't know goats. I love the players, but I think Messi is definitely one of the top 3 to ever play. So
don't get me started. Don't get me started on this.
The hate. Alex says, not much, man. I'm just vibing tonight. That's awesome. I do not agree with anything you're on about. If you think LA is good, not good? Okay.
They have a 1-2 punch at running back. They have the 2 of the top 8 receivers in the game. They have a bunch of tight ends. Their line is good. They have the best quarterback who's MVP last year. And they just had him out there. I don't care. They're the best team.
On paper, and I think that's why you have to play the game.
Yeah.
Right.
You have.
Is Devontae Adams still with him, right? Devontae Adams also still with him.
Yes.
Yeah. So you still got Puka Nacua, Devontae. Shoot.
They also have not signed any of their guys. So there's things there that could be problematic. There's ways to beat them. I'm not sold on any of that stuff. So that's one thing. Yeah. Alex says, if Rams D is really that great, it will be remembered as one of the best defenses in the 2000s since the 2000 Ravens and 85 Bears. But maybe there's too much pressure on them to be the best team now that they have that super team. But Myles Garrett's been that good all the time. Like Myles Garrett walks out and it's just that good. And then if you do add Aaron Donald, I think the temptations is too hard. Even Adam Schefter, which I'm not saying he's the greatest, be all, but even he says it's gonna be hard for Aaron Donald to say no.
Yeah, and especially with all the talent they already have stocked up. They already have stocked up. They still have Byron Young. They still have Byron Young. They still have Braden Fisk. They still have Josiah Stewart. They still have Kobe Turner.
So they have talent, but that's what I want to say about my Bears. But knowing that that's a big threat in the NFC, I think it'll be wrong of us to not recognize that. I saw a ranking, which is kind of blew my mind a little bit, that the no-doubter winners of the division. Who do you think was in our division was the no-doubter winner in our division?
Detroit.
Packers.
It was Minnesota.
I could see that though. I kind of see that because
I can't see Kyler Murray being that good. I can't.
I can see why they can choose. I can see why they choose that though. I'm not saying that it's right, but I think people are underrating the Kyler Murray to Minnesota. I think that's an under the radar move. I think that's an underrated move.
One big quarterback move this offseason. It's the one big quarterback move.
And I think too.
I'm not sold on their running game. I'm not sold on their defense. I'm not sold. I'm sold on Justin Jefferson. I am sold on him, but they've had him and haven't won.
Yeah, they lost Harrison Smith.
Mm-hmm. I don't see that this defense is they don't have the greatest defensive ends ever. That's just not what they have.
It's like the scheme is carrying them. The scheme is carrying them.
But then usually when you have a team like that or you have a scheme like that, eventually they are able to find you out.
That's what Ben Johnson kind of did last year, the second time around, not the first time, because obviously you're getting the new offense under your belt, so there's going to be some struggles there. It's the first game of the year, so I think now, as time went on, when you play them twice a year, you can start to see the kinks and what's going on, what they're doing, the pressures they're building, because all that most of that stuff is either zone or man. We're gonna send everybody. We're not. It's just things.
You can find it. You can find them out. And a quarterback who knows how to have control of their offense can really defeat them and beat them because they have tails. They do. And I don't think that's the hardest team. They're just gonna put a lot of pressure on you, but a lot of pressure. Like Caleb Williams is a great quarterback under pressure. That's just what he is.
He's
You know,
perfect. He's perfect for if you all blitz, either A, you rush him and get him to throw a bad pass, but if you fail, you're done.
you better
He'll get
hope, yeah, because he has a lot of outlets. So I don't know if that matters. Alex says, who would win a UFC cage match? Good Lord, Aaron Donald or Myles Garrett?
Aaron Donald.
Donald's a freak of nature, though, man.
Aaron Donald's older and hasn't been in the NFL for a while. I'm gonna say Myles Garrett.
What's 2 years, right?
He hasn't been in the NFL for 2 years. I think I won't say Myles Garrett.
No, 3. Wait, 3 years. No, 5 years. It's 5
Aaron
years.
Donald. Aaron Donald
Stopped playing in 24.
Yeah, like what are you talking about? He's 5 years.
No, he was about to retire after the Super Bowl, but he came back for another 3 years.
Yeah,
I was thinking about that. Yeah.
He just retired. Like he literally just retired.
This would be it was year 2. So like he could easily come back. Aaron Donald right now is
still in the gym. He's still in the gym working.
33. Yeah. He's 35. He's 35 now. So he retired at 33. He's 35 right now. So yeah, it's 2 years.
Yeah.
All right. That Bucks defense was sap. That won the chip was dominant too. I agree. And they had special players, especially because they had guys defensive end along with they had linebackers. They had a lot of guys along with with Warren Sapp.
Yeah.
And they had Tony Dungy.
And they had John Gruden.
Yeah,
which was Tony Dungy's team.
Tony Dungy's team. It was Tony Dungy.
Lovey was on that staff too, right?
John Gruden. Dude took Dungy's team and won it all. It was Dungy's team.
I think that was. I know the Knicks just won the championship, but also Mike Brown with Thibodeau. That's Thibodeau's team. To me, but like
Thibodeau is a guy who coaches. You do need the right temperament. I don't know if Thibodeau's ever gonna be the right temperament to ever win anything like that.
Right.
Miles, because he actually spars in his spare time, and he's 5 years younger. He's just as big and strong. I'm gonna go with the younger guy. Yeah, this time.
How would you in that situation? Before we get to our next topic, how would you stop if I know offensive line coaches at night are going to be losing sleep at night trying to figure out how to stop. Let's say Aaron Donald does come back officially. How would you game plan for them, knowing that they're on the next lineup? Every play.
Yeah, you have to play 13 personnel. That's how I beat that team. I will go 13 personnel all the time. And the Bears are set up to do those things too. I mean, Roush, we're seeing all these guys.
Roush looks good.
Roush looks good. Cole Kmet might have been the best guy in camp doing his thing. I mean, we know what Loveland is. Coastal Loveland in 2 years might be the best tight end, in the NFL. Like that, we have that talent, but that's why I will have to go 13 personnel all the time against them, knowing that you're not going to stop Myles Garrett all the time. But
pretty much, but you're going to have, so thanks to this, you have enough weapons so you can actually run and pass out of it.
Yeah. So. And when you have to have very strong in the middle, right? Because Aaron Donald is, will be coming. He actually could play defensive end. That's the problem. That Aaron Donald could come from the defensive end. That would be our issue. But if he's inside, you have a strong inside. You have Joe Tooney. You have the right guys inside. You have to have Braxton Jones has to play like he played in this camp, because summer camp Braxton Jones has been doing amazing. I don't think he should be winning the job, but he's actually winning it. And what you have to do is you have to use your tight ends all the time. You're going to go 13 personnel, and you're going to leave 1 or 2 in, depending on what's going on. You're leaving a inline Y, and you're slamming with an F when the Y leaves. That's the way you beat them. And then you run the ball away from Myles Garrett, because F that. But even with all that being said, it's a difficult thing to try to do.
Right.
So, all right. Let's get into camp, because we have a few things going on. I will say it seems like Caleb Williams had a great control of the offense. He understood what was going on. His command, the pre-snap seemed real good. The operations were smooth. He had no problem we didn't have any snap count problems that we had 2 years ago. He seems to be a good leader. We seem to have 2 good centers. This rookie guy,
Logan Jones.
If it's true, Logan Jones might start. But if you do, you have to make a trade.
Yeah.
You don't hold both of them. But I would hold off on starting Logan Jones personally. But we seem to have two guys
that can really start. The guy that I've been most impressed with, Xavier Thomas, has been he's lighting up. He's been lighting up camp to me, for what I've heard. He's fast, explosive.
And good. Yeah.
He's still He's still a 4 wide receiver. He's not very great in his route running. He's explosive. He's able to do all those things.
He's a French athlete. He's like an athlete playing receiver. He has good hands. He has most of the physical stuff down. So
I do love seeing his explosion. But I'm more confident in Khalif Raymond. I really believe Khalif Raymond as a 3rd wide receiver is going to be something special. I think if you're going to see a professional wide receiver that understands the system, that understands how to play, how to use tempo, that also has that top end speed to take the top off, and it's going to really help our other wide receivers in that room. I think he's going to be probably one of those guys, a very underrated signing from the offseason. I think it's going to help the team a lot.
Yeah. I also look at the defense, even though I think what I've heard too is that Malik Muhammad, Al Harris has been on him, like really hard on Malik Muhammad. And I think Malik Muhammad, he's a dark horse. I know you still have Terrell Smith. You still have Baby. You still have
Jade is not going to be a wide receiver 3. I'm just letting you know. Unfortunately, I like Jade a lot.
He's an outside guy. He's an outside guy.
I think Xavier Thomas is more of a gadget guy. I think Khalif Raymond is what you've seen out of Detroit. He could play. I think he really could play. I think he's going to be a better slot receiver than we've had in the last couple of years. The only problem I have with Khalif is that Colston Lovely could play that position and plays it so well at being that tight end. And how do you get all these guys on the field at the same time? Well, luckily I don't have to figure that out. That's what Ben Johnson's job is, to figure out how to get them all on the field at the same time. But I do think Jade is going to have some troubles. I can see him end up coming into the season as the number 4 wide receiver, with Xavier Thomas being the number 5, but also being a gadget guy that's going to be able to get in on specific plays that are just designed just for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But you're talking about the defense, and that's interesting because I think we finally are starting to see Jalen Johnson come back as that guy, that dude.
He's in camp. Yeah. He's been missing it. Yeah, he's been making plays too. Yeah.
He's had at least five interceptions in this little mini game. The dude has been balling out. He's trying to remind everybody, hey, before I got hurt, what I could do. The problem is that they're soft. Anytime you have those type of injuries that are going to lag and be all those are problematic, and you have to show that you can go past it. Jalen Johnson, if he's able to be Jalen Johnson, is going to change the way this entire defense is looked at. But that's why we have to put pressure on the quarterback, because Jalen Johnson can do one-on-one. He's going to shut down somebody, and that's what's going to make it really interesting when we look at Tyreek Stevenson. Is he going to start or is he not going to start? Because I'm hearing a lot of things that Tyreek is having a hard time, and Malik Muhammad is pushing him already. I'm hearing that Terrell Smith is actually going to probably be in front of Jalen Jones. I'm hearing.
What are we hearing about Tiedemann?
He's a phenomenal athlete. He needs to know where he's going. That's going to be the hard thing. He has to understand the defense a little bit better. And he's not going to be one that calls it. Kobe Bryant is. We're not going to miss a step. From what we had from last year to go in here, we're not going to miss a step. He's younger, and he's going to just keep it going. So we're going to have that same play coming out free safety as we did last year. The question is Stenneman going to be able to do all the things? He has the talent, but is he going to be able to do all the things that we're looking for? And the other question is Kyler Gordon.
He's hurt again.
Yeah, these soft tissue injuries are kind of scary coming from him because he is as special of a talent he is, and how we don't see players like him that often coming in. If he's not healthy, can he not? He might not help the team. That's why you want him to be there, but bro, you gotta be healthy.
Yeah. What about your linebacker corps? I know we got Devin Bush, and we got TJ Edwards is practicing also. Dio Amadengo, he's also been practicing.
Dio, so we need to pump the brakes on Dio. Okay, he's going to be ready for the season.
He's not.
The explosion. I'm telling you, when you have your older dude, it's the Achilles. That explosion doesn't just come back. Just because you're healthy doesn't mean you're just able to jump back into it stuff. So that's why when everyone's saying Dio, I'm like, no, Austin Booker needs to be your starter.
Right, no question.
He needs to kick inside. He needs to kick inside.
But the problem is, where do you do it? I have to give Grady Jarrett the opportunity to show what he can be. He didn't give us anything last year. So if Grady Jarrett has something else, I have to let him have that opportunity first, right? Javon Dexter is probably one of the most underrated guys of a defensive tackle that we've had. Right,
because he's the most solid one that we have so far. We still have.
The problem with Javon Dexter is that he still stands up to us. So, like, I think Dio honestly is a third defensive tackle.
Yeah,
or he's your defensive end if you're trying to stop the run.
He's on chopping blocks. So
how's Shamar Turner then?
I don't know if he's gonna be ready for the season.
Damn. So you don't think he's that behind still?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be ready for the season.
Yeah.
Alex says TJ Edwards and Bush are solid. I love the rookie safety you guys have. It's a good enough defense. The pass rush is the biggest issue still. Yeah, see, Montez Sweat had 10 sacks last year. We're gonna have to have someone who does that. He has to have that type of season again, and we have to have something on the other side. And that's why Dio is going to be so important. But he has never been a sack guy. So pushing him
as a pressure guy. He's a pressure guy.
Exactly. But that's why you put him at 3, right? But you already have the same guy in Javon Dexter. So that was my whole problem with the signing last year. They're the same guy. Yeah. Pressure guys that aren't going to get a lot of sacks. That's why you have to hope that Austin Booker makes a huge stride and is able to do something special. Because if he's not, we're going to be missing out again at defensive end. And once again, Pose has not answered the question. We knew the question 2 years in a row. He didn't come up with a rookie. He didn't do a signing. He hasn't done anything, and it's frustrating. Yeah. We know this. We need this to be good.
Yeah.
And if he's wrong and Austin Booker is not the answer,
it's gonna be some hard questions that's gonna have to be asked, because like you said, 2 years, we got Montez Sweat, but we need somebody else to balance that out.
This is Montez last year here too.
Right.
Yeah.
And they don't have any answers.
Right. And at the end of the day, they could put a tight end over there and they could kind of wash him away, because they know for a fact we have nobody on the other side. We have nobody that we can go one-on-one on the other side. We don't have to worry about that. So like I said, you have to go on the market. You got to find somebody. Somebody's out there that you can probably find.
But it's
just the effort.
I don't think it's coming, man. I don't think it's coming.
They're not good enough. Nobody that's good.
And I'm also going to tell you this. I think Jordan Vandenberg is going to make the team.
I think he is too.
Did I say that immediately?
What I'm hearing, I'm looking at him, and I think he's
he's the Brady Fisk type, hyper athletic, but has to have tons of hyper athletic D tackle.
Do you think he gets some playing time?
If Shamar Stewart is not ready for the season, we can be seeing Shamar being, replaced
by Vandenberg.
Mm-hmm.
Same type.
I do worry about. We have no guy who's a true nose tackle, so we're going to have to play the defense a little bit differently, which is interesting. True Pilgrim says Dio should be on the interior. I agree. He's big enough. He's strong enough. But the problem is where. If Grady Jarrett's playing, Grady Jarrett has to be there. You know, if Javon Dexter's there and he's healthy, then you're talking about rotation. Then now you're talking about rotation. You know, and if Austin Booker can play the defensive end for real in the NFL, this defense changes. Everything about this defense changes. I think you really will get another guy.
Yeah, if Austin Booker is, let's say he develops but not enough to be a true edge. Let's say he becomes a very good pure pass rushing threat.
Mm-hmm.
Pure passing rushing threat. We need a third one to be the rush end, and the first and second down edge, and then the third down specialist.
I think Austin Booker should be looked at as the Montez Sweat replacement eventually. Not on the opposite end of Montez Sweat. He needs to be the Montez Sweat replacement. So that means you need a guy on the other side.
Another guy.
You need another guy here. Why not have it now? Do what you're doing at tight end, at defensive end.
Stack the deck. They stack tight end because they know, okay, if Kofi Komet leaves, we got a guy behind him, Roush, that we can develop, and he's almost a stud. Because I've heard he's killing in that camp also. Big guy, strong hands, underrated hands.
Yeah, but he's still the third best tight end in the camp because Cole Kmet's having another great camp.
Yeah. But you love to have that problem though, because now you can use Roush as the who was the tight end last year we used in the backfield a lot?
I'm blanking on his name, but yeah, but we don't have to play him. Roush is going to play because we're going to see what he can do now.
Smythe.
Dylan Smythe.
Yeah.
Smythe. So, Prince, we know our three tight ends. We know our six receivers. We know two of our running backs, and we know most of our line.
Yep, pretty much.
So, Prince, the offense is figured out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also too, like I said, I did some reading today. Braxton Jones also did some training with Armstead from the Saints. He did some training with him over the offseason.
They brought him in. Here's the
brought
thing,
him in to get stronger, but
I wonder if Jedrick Willis, when he had the pads on, shows more. And I think that's still going to be a very interesting left tackle competition. Jedrick Willis has all the talent in the world. He's a first round pick. He was good in Cleveland before he got injured. The lower body is what you worry about when you're looking at Braxton Jones. If that lower body is threatened in any way, and he's quick enough, but he's not. Is he powerful enough? Is he going to trust his legs?
He said he didn't trust it last year. Said he couldn't trust it.
But he couldn't. He wasn't strong enough before. So that's why, like, it's hard. If Braxton Jones should answer at left tackle, you're always going to be questioning it.
You're always going to wonder, okay, if it's a speed rusher, we can handle it.
Yeah, that's true.
Power rusher, we have questions.
But that's the thing too.
We're talking about Myles Garrett. Can you imagine Braxton Jones having to block Myles Garrett?
I don't want to bring up 2021, but we played Cleveland in 2021. Myles Garrett had 6-7 sacks in one game or something like that.
Oh, bro,
that could be.
That's what Justin had. Got sacked 8 times.
He got sacked 8 times, and he was like Myles Garrett. Every play was literally in his face. Every single play, every single play.
I don't know how you trust Braxton Jones being. I think he has to be the standard. This is as bad as it's going to go. This is as bad as it can get. But we're looking for someone who can replace him, and I think Jedrick Willis, to me, is still going to be that guy when all the chips are down.
We'll put the pressure.
Going to be out the rest of the year. Basically, you can put him on, on IR and not have to worry about him. He's not going to play the entire year. I think that Jedrick is the guy.
So you think Ozzy's not playing a snap this year?
Not a snap.
No, because he tore his knee.
Patella. That's gonna be out for. That's a whole year injury.
That's a year.
That's a tough injury to come back from.
And that's exactly the problem. Is it's a real tough injury overall.
Yeah.
Oh wow! You trust Theo over Braxton? To be honest, I know about Theo. I know Theo is not a starting left tackle. I think he's a solid backup.
He's a tackle.
He's a solid backup. I don't know if he's a
swing tackle. He's a swing tackle.
That was ugly. He put on some ugly things on tape last year. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but the line held up. You know, like when you have Joe Tooney and say Logan Jones starts or Gary Bradbury starts, it doesn't matter, either one of your center, and then you have Jonah Jackson and you have Darnell Wright, you have a strong enough core to kind of let it go. And if anything happens, you put Jordan McFadden in, right?
I like Jordan McFadden a lot.
You knock Joe Tooney to left tackle. You have answers, so that's why I'm not so worried about the offensive line. I think that they show that they can block. I think that they're going to be good together. The plays are being called right. The snaps are being done well. The entire camp was just good. So I'm less worried about that. Once again, all we're looking at is defensive end. If we can figure out defensive end, I think it's interesting that we keep on bringing in linebackers because we saw
the guy from the UFL. Yep.
We brought the UFL.
Tony Fields. Tony Fields played in the NFL for like 3 years, then went to UFL. So
special teams guy, you think he could be a potential?
Everyone on our team could be a potential.
Yeah.
Everyone on the team, and that's just what you, especially.
We said a receiver too.
Yeah.
But Caden Davis he's a practice squad dude. He is.
Yeah, exactly. He's a number adder.
Okay.
He's so mild mannered. You know what? I want a guy who's mild mannered in life and a dog when you cross like someone who has a behavior issue.
Orlando Pace.
Yeah, you want a behavior issue when he's on the field, and then when you see him on the sideline, he's nice. That's what you want. You want that guy.
Jason Peters.
Jason Peters on the shit.
All right.
I would say also. So now we're talking about the rest of camp. Camp was ended. Cairo Santos did a great job. Can you imagine? Cairo Santos hit a 60-yard field goal through wind in a late game situation to end camp.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. And they said he had no legs, so he must have been really working on his lower half this offseason.
To drive it through the wind in Chicago is going to be very tough. But I think he was 6 for 60 in camp. He had a 58-yarder. Yeah, he can do it. He could drive if it needs to be done. So, Cairo Santos, finishing the whole mini camp with showing that he can still be the guy here. He doesn't want to give up his position. I'm good with. I'm looking at the rest of their roster. They have a lot of guys who could be returners. A lot. Khalif
Raymond, Xavion. You make it. You probably. I went to the
Ahmed.
Yeah, you could probably throw Luther Burden back there a couple times. I don't know like they did last because he's more in a bigger role this year, so I don't think you risk that this year. But he's another option. You probably can look at him too.
I think it would be Khalif. It'd be Raymond, Xavion, and then Blackwell. Those are your three guys.
Yeah,
Burden is only on like kickoffs when he's going to be able to concentrate on catching it, and he's going to try to put him out there because of his explosion and his ability to run with the ball. But yeah, those are the guys you're going to look at. But because I think Xavion Thomas, I tell you, I think he's going to be like a fourth or fifth receiver. He's a gadget guy.
You see him getting a lot of run this year?
No, in specific situations he'll be playing. He's probably going to play most weeks. But we know 5 receivers that are going to be there. I really believe it.
So who's your number one then?
I think Luther Burden is number one. I don't like.
How do you think Rome did?
Rome is not sure-handed enough
to be a number one.
He's talented enough. He has great jump ball skills. I think he's a better number 2 when you're focused on stopping a number 1. I think he's a better number 2.
How do you think he did this camp?
T. Higgins. He's more of a T. Higgins type.
I see him as a T. Higgins guy. I think he had a good camp though. Yeah, but Roman's always going to have a good camp because he has a great rapport with Caleb Williams. There's no question that he's talented. I'm never going to come to you and tell you that he's not talented. Like that's will never come out. But I think Luther Burden is a better. I listened to Chris Carter talking about if you're trying to build the perfect number 1 receiver. He said, I'm looking for a guy between 6 foot and 6'2". I'm looking for a guy who's around 200, between 200 and 210. A guy who has good ball in traffic. That's what I'm looking for,
So
right?
you're looking for pretty much the all-arounder, good at
Is it-
everything.
but when you start talking about the best, why is DK Metcalf never the best wide receiver in the game?
Too big.
He's too big.
And he's a head case.
But he's an explosion. It's not about how fast you run straight up. It's how fast you run, stop, run again. And can you do that? And that's why it doesn't matter how big you are. You want a guy who's going to be fluid enough. And that's what I'm looking for. Number one guy. I'm looking for a guy who's about 6'1", 6'2", a guy who's able to block, who's able to catch, who's able to do multiple things and able to run with the ball, do something special that someone else doesn't have. And that, to me, is more Luther Burden. As long as he has the experience, it's more Luther Burden. And I think Rome Odunze is the better two. And the true number one is really close to Loveland.
Yeah.
That's how I think about it. True Pilgrim says Swift could return too. I don't know why don't use him more.
No,
because he's around. You need him to be our starter. We have a great 1-2 punch right now with DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monungai. To a point where
if we're going to put someone back there, it's going to be a 3 or 4. Is Travis Homer coming back?
Homer, no, he won't be back. He won't be back. You think Roshan is going to be anything? Is it possible that Britton Brown beats Roshan for the number 3 running back?
I can see it. Yes. Roshan's injury prone.
He breaks his feet every single camp. Breaks his foot every single camp.
He has talent there. We saw him in Texas. He was great, but he has to start showing something. Or if he doesn't, he's never going to be that guy. He's never going to get the opportunity. He runs hard though. He runs crazy hard. You guys, Alex saying, what does camp report say on who will be the returners? That's what we were just talking about. Right now, I
think Raymond.
Punt returns will be Raymond, and kickoff returns will be Xavier Thomas.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing. So that rookie wide receiver could be the guy. No, he's gonna be number 5. He's gonna be your kickoff your kickoff return guy. Your punt return guy is gonna be Khalif Raymond.
Yeah.
You go with the guy who has the sure hand and able to do all this stuff. All right. So, with all that being said, what moves do you want to see before we get to camp?
Oh, I mean, DN is probably if you can make a move at DN, I think that'll kind of if you
already
can.
know who it's not going to be. Because I know the Saints are officially re-signed. I told you
Cam Jordan
was not going to be here. I said it, that wasn't surprising to me. But what person would you love to see here then?
Max Crosby, without question.
Mm-hmm.
Max Crosby.
I'd love to see Max Crosby.
Mm-hmm. What about Josh Sweat?
I can see him.
Yeah.
I can see him, but he'll be good. But I don't think he's a top end dude. He's not. He's another Sweat. He's another Sweat type.
Could you see Alex Highsmith?
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see it, but didn't he get resigned? Did he just get resigned?
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying you could move in cap relief they're looking for.
Or AJ. What about AJ Epinenza?
He just signed with Philadelphia.
Oh,
he signed with Philadelphia. So, do you think Cole Kmet gets moved?
No,
not this year.
All these people are keeping on all these hypothetical scenarios with Cole Kmet going to like Carolina Panthers or Baltimore Ravens, but just for picks or whatever. But I don't.
Is it Mark Andrews still in Baltimore? Like what?
Yes, Mark Andrews still there. I don't know why they kept him over Likely, but
because Isaiah Likely is the most consistent dude in the NFL. So
talent's there though.
No, yeah, but you gotta be stable,
consistent,
consistent. I don't think you get that. I would love to see Josh Sweat go to the Bears and not go to the Green Bay Packers. I worry about that all the time because I see that Green Bay has a beat on him. I would rather let's go ahead and swoop it and get him and see what we get for a year.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we're set at running back?
Yeah, I do. I think we're set at running back.
Okay. Do you think so is Sorens be someone that the Bears should be looking for? That he's going to the supplemental draft? Is there someone that you should be looking at? Or moving Bajan for a third rounder?
Yeah, I'll move. I can move Bajan for a third rounder.
Yeah, but I won't take him.
Sorensby, the problem with it, he won't be ready. And Caleb is on the cover of Madden right now, so that is a little bit of a worry.
It is.
Yeah, I was
probably one of the few Bear fans that was pissed when I saw him on the Madden cover.
I think everyone knows we didn't have a real curse last year, but it's always there.
Who was on the cover last year?
I can't remember. I remember
Saquon.
But he kind of had
a bad year.
Bad year, down year. Yeah. And then was it what you call it the year before?
Was it Patrick Mahomes?
It was Mahomes the year before.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wish you would wait a year so we could get something good, but yeah, it is what it is. So Nick Heiberg would be the best choice, but I don't know what the asking price will be from Steelers. I love that player. I've heard that Alex Highsmith, they've been in talks, but the Bears are very gun shy about trading with the Steelers again. Because they've been done so many times trading with the Steelers.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit afraid about that. Is there any cap casualties you think we get?
That's a tough one. Not to my knowledge, as far as the cap casualties go.
You don't worry about like TJ Edwards, even though he's from here and he's our guy.
I think he stays this year though.
I'll be very pissed off if they get rid of him.
No, I think he's our leader. He's our leader in the locker room. I don't think he's a cap. I think he won't be a cap casualty for us. Same thing with Swift. I don't think he's not going to go anywhere this year. I mean, you got rid of most of your cap.
Yeah, why won't you hold on? There's one more year of him. The only thing I worry about is that we only have 1 year left of all these guys.
Yeah, Edwards, Swift.
I mean, obviously Kokomet, but Kokomet's not going to go anywhere. You're not going to cut him.
Sweat.
Could you see Grady Jarrett be somebody?
Not this year. No.
Maybe.
I think they're going to run it back.
What if Dio is healthy and you feel like he could play defensive tackle?
I still wouldn't do it.
You could try to trade him for a 5th-round pick.
They're not going to take Grady Jarrett at his age. No, they're going to trade for him.
It's the age. Okay. All right, guys. So we have to wait till late July before training camp starts. That's when we're going to start seeing this team kind of be put together. I do wish that we have a little bit more talent going in. I would love to see what we do before then. I hope we grab one other guy. I would love some more talent going into camp. But training camp is right around the corner. I mean, we're talking about late July. We already know the preseason games are coming up. I'm excited. I really am excited, and I think it's gonna be a good year. I don't know how good of a year, but I think it's gonna be a good year. So these are our 3 preseason games in August. Cleveland, Cincinnati, Tennessee. It's at home, Cleveland, but no Myles Garrett, so we're good. At Cincinnati and at Tennessee.
None of these really tell you anything about your team.
I will tell you the first 4 weeks of the regular season will tell me a lot about this squad. Because you got Carolina game 1, you got Minnesota division rival game 2, you got
Mhm.
Philly game 3,
Mhm.
No,
and I think
No,
yeah,
Phillies.
no,
Philly game
Seattle.
4, Seattle's
Yeah.
game 3,
Yeah.
and then Philly's game 4.
Mhm.
That's going to tell me a lot about this team right here. If you depend on how those 4 games go,
My best 3-1, 3-1. We lose one of either the Seattle or
we
the
probably lose in Seattle, and
game.
either we lose in Seattle or we lose
Oh,
at Carolina. If
I'm
we
not
lose
afraid of
one,
Seattle. I'm not afraid of Seattle.
I'm not afraid of Philly.
Oh yeah, because they have. Oh yeah, because they have their secondary is kind of out of it.
Yep.
Their secondaries. Is
And
kind
the
of out.
running back situation is a little wonky right now. I'm not afraid.
Charbonnet, and I was actually called dangerous.
I'm still,
Charbonnet is
I'm still.
not going to be ready yet. So So here we go. Week 1. I had it up here. Week 1, the Bears play the Panthers, whatever, September 13th. Week 2, we get the Vikings, September 20th. Then week 3, we got the Eagles, September 28th. Week 4, we have the Jets. Week 5, we have the Packers. Week 6, the Falcons. Week 7, the Patriots. Week 8, Seattle. By week 8, we do have to worry about Charbonnet coming back, but I wouldn't worry about him coming off his injury as much. Week 9, we have the Bucks. Week 10, the Saints. Week 11, the Lions. Week 12, the Jags. Week 13, Dolphins. Week 14, Bills. Oh, I missed the bye week. Then we had the Packers, Lions, and the Vikings.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, this is a tough week. The Bears are going to play when they play the Patriots. It'll be 4 games. 4 games after the Falcons game.
Oh.
So the Bears have a tough schedule.
Yeah.
It's really tough. The Bears tough. It's pretty tough. It's one of the hardest for QBs, if not the hardest. I will say this. So Vegas still has an over under a 9.5, but our Super Bowl odds are higher.
Something's off.
No,
I
they're
think
saying
the
that
schedule's the schedule's the hardest. But if you make it in, it's probably because we actually
you're good.
Yeah, but
because they threw we're throwing the gauntlet at you. If you make it through, you're probably going.
Yeah.
But also too, those games last year, those games we teamed against these teams this year, that's not going to happen. So we're going to be in the lead. We're going to have to win the game, or if we can't get down too much because we're probably not going to come back against these teams.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We don't know what
Because we only have like one automatic win with the Jets.
I don't know what. No, I mean Miami sucks too. Miami's terrible. I will pick us against I'm picking us against the Panthers. I think we're going to split with most of our division. It's just what we do. Falcons don't scare me. Don't scare nobody. You know.
The Bucks do.
But they don't know. I'm not worried about the Bucks. The Saints. I am worried about the Saints. You know. So like, there's teams out there that could play, but the Bears can also play. So I'm all for. I still think we win 10 to 11 games. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right. So that was mini camp breakdown. We're talking about all the things. We will come back next week and talk about what moves we kind of see. I'm hoping we're going to get a little bit more push and find out where the Bears are going to end up playing. I think Chicago's might be out of the question, but maybe Arlington Heights gets back into it. You hear Pritzker asking the Bears what they actually want out of a stadium deal. So can we be in Hammond, Indiana? That's totally possible too. It's going to be a lot more answers and a lot more interesting things, and then we'll start breaking down things for your fantasy football drafts, because you also have. For me, I have my dynasty draft within a week. So, this stuff is coming down. A lot of drafts coming in early July for dynasty. So I'm gonna try to get these guys into some of that stuff, and we'll, be breaking all that down. Appreciate everyone who came in, all the comments that were here. True Pilgrim, you're always right there for us. I always appreciate you. Alec, thank you for being in here, man. I always, you're my partner, so I appreciate you. Everyone else, thank you. Thank you for your comments. For you guys, Baron and Grant, you guys are always great. Love us being able to have this conversation. You guys got anything to say before we get out of here?
It'll be it. I hate this time of the year between mini camp and training camp because it feels like it's forever. But then again, you wake up, it's July 31st, and everybody's going into training camp. So hopefully, this year is just as fun as last year, and we could build off. Our whole squad can build off with some subtractions, but with also the additions that we have. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this season brings to the table as far as how can we adjust with another year under Ben Johnson's coaching pedigree. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's going to be hard between here and now, but it's a time to develop your sports pedigree. So start trying to develop as a sports person.
I love it. All right, guys. Great show. You guys did a great job. We'll see you again next week. Appreciate it. Peace.
Bear down.
Bear down.
We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard, remind you of 85. We the Bears, monsters of the Midway, knocking teams out every Sunday. Fire in our eyes, can't stop our drive. Hit so hard.